one of the things that people have to do to see these things is to have laws for themselves, discipline and laws. And the reason you want to have that is not because you want to be like a goody two shoes or something like that. It's because you have to impose laws on yourself, because when you do that, then you end up figuring out that you can't follow them. You are unable to follow them. And then when you start to see that, you realize, okay, I am not in control of myself. What's going on there? I am not in control of myself. And this is the most important thing. It should be the most important thing. How am I not even in control of my own passions or my own ideas or my own? It's like there's an animal in me, and then there's an intellect, and then I take for granted that my mind is in control of my body, but it's not. But until you impose laws on yourself, you might not even know that. You might think you're in control of yourself, but really you're just going from A to B, from C to D. You're just going from one thing to another, contradicting yourself every day. I mean, the example I always use is the example of the smoker, right? The smoker, it's like, oh, I'm going to stop smoking. This week I stopped smoking. And then you talk to them a few days later and they're smoking. And you're like, oh, didn't you say you were going to stop smoking? Oh, yeah. And then they've got some excuse or whatever. It doesn't matter. And then it starts all over again. And some people can do that for years and years and years. Say, I'm going to stop smoking this month. And then every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, smoking again. So it's just an example. We all do it. Not necessarily always smoking, but smoking is a very clear and easy to identify example. But that's the nature of human beings. We want things, we say things, we think things, and then we contradict ourselves. And then, but once you start thinking like that, at least you can realize the nature of your being, and you can start working on it instead of just being someone who contradicts themselves all the time and just does whatever.